Hey guys, and welcome back to Alyssa's Reviews. Today we are doing the last episode of RuPaul's Vegas Revue live. And sorry I'm a day late, but VH1 is full of SHIT, but that's a story for another time. Just a quick recap. We had YVIE, Cameron Michaels, Derrick Barry, Miss VANJIE, Asia O'Hara, and Naomi Smalls doing a Vegas show and having a Vegas residency, And the show gave. I saw a few previews of it. A few different things on YouTube about it. It was really cute. They also gave us some good drama at the beginning between Naomi and Derrick and one of her two boyfriends. Throwing that out there again. And we also had some drama between Asia and Naomi and Derrick and apparently the rest of the cast because they all joined in. About Asia saying that Naomi was quote unquote the weakest link, but in regards to teamwork, not so much as her performance. So let's get into this last episode. I am a little bummed that it's going to be over so soon, but maybe after all this crazy stuff is going on with the pandemic, we'll get another season of it with the same girls, might I add. Also, we did have a little love story between Vanjie and Cameron that sparked up. And then we also got the iconic line from Naomi Smalls, "Go brush your hair, bitch. Go brush your hair, bitch." Yes, living for that. All right, so we open back up. Everyone's getting ready for the show. Of course, good old narcissist Derrick Barry, and I'm actually starting to grow on me, but don't tell anyone. He's taking credit for planting that bug at the little get-together where Cameron and Vanjie kissed. And so then we switch over to Naomi and Cameron talking about it. Naomi's like, well, I guess this is what happens when you tell Derrick Barry your business, T. However, in the capacity of a wingman, Derrick did do his thing. There, I said it. I gave Derrick a compliment. Live with it. So he was just like, well, Naomi's like, well, have you ever dated a queen? She's like, well, some people are against dating queens. And Naomi goes, spoiler alert, it doesn't really work out, but it'll be worth the date. Hopefully we'll get it on camera. So let's see. All right, so then we switch over to Asia by herself with her new dressing room, with her couch and her private bathroom. Again, as Naomi decided to mention, girl. But, at first I was like, okay, Naomi, you're being a little messy, But at this point, like Naomi said, I just cannot reward bad behavior. After everything that's going on, even if you're a little butthurt, Asia, I feel like once you found out that Naomi has scooted over, instead of making this whole thing and bringing production into it and bringing the big wigs into it, I feel like you should have went up there and been like, let's talk, boo. If we're Judies, if we're homegirls, if we're friends, if we're buddies, you should really be able to talk to her. Obviously, it was just a misunderstanding. It was heightened because there were other people involved in it. But here we are, 4 more episodes into it, and it's still like a thing. So I'm kind of like, all right, Asia, now you really are riding this out as a pity party. And I like you. I like you, Asia. But I hate to be the one to say this, but it's time to get over it. So now it's escalated even more because now Jamal has gotten into it, and even though everyone's trying to say like, well, we're cool, we just want to make sure it's easy going and doesn't affect anything on stage, it's a little bit embarrassing now that the managers and the big wigs have to kind of step in and be like, hey, what's going on? So it's about that time to wrap this shit up. Side note, Jamal is really good looking though. I'll give him that, honey. You know, I love some trade, honey. I'm on the other team, but I love some trade. Oops, so here's Jamal's first thing. The initial issue was between Asia and Naomi, but they're going to bring in messy Derrick because number one, it's good for the show, and secondly, I don't know what the second reason is, because he was telling Asia, hey, Asia's like, well, I'm not getting ready with the other girls, so I'm staying by myself, whether I'm in a broom closet or up here. And she said, Jamal says, well, a conversation needs to be had. Let me go get the girls, blah, 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 blah. In my opinion, he should have only have went to go get Naomi and left Derrick in there to do whatever Derrick does. Shout out to Naomi for this motherfucking beat sitting here on this couch, honey. She is gorgeous. Okay, so now we're talking facts. So Asia's open to getting everything situated with Naomi. However, with Derrick, he really wanted to address that he didn't appreciate him basically busting him out, right? So Derrick is just being an asshole, making fun of the way Asia's talking, and kind of makes a point and says, well, Asia, do you ever turn around and think and say, hey, is it you that's maybe doing all of this? So Asia says, well, my feelings were hurt, da-da-da-da. Well, obviously Naomi's feelings were hurt. Maybe not as much as yours, but they were hurt enough for her to pull her shit start inside out of her. And it was kind of like, okay, you want to go ahead and call me out in front of my other homegirl, really on TV, the world. Well, I got something even better for you. I'm going to plant a seed. I'm going to let messy Derrick carry the bone, because honestly, Derrick is a bone carrier. You know what I'm saying? And that's even what Asia was saying. That's his thing. Derrick loved to say, this is the problem I have with you. This is the problem I have with you. That's the issue that we had with him and Naomi in season 8 on Drag Race. So, and like Derrick was like, well, maybe it's you. And it is Asia, and it is Naomi, and it is Derrick. It's all three of them that are constantly causing this issue. Derrick needs to step back and let the friends have a moment. Asia needs to own up to her part of hurting Naomi's feelings, and Naomi needs to own up to her fact that she dropped the bone for the bone carrier, period, point blank. All right, so Asia and Naomi, they hug, and Derrick's still hollering, well, this isn't fixed. This isn't going to work. Asia never apologized. Sometimes you just got to move on, Derrick. Let the shit go. It's the last episode. Let it go. All right, so we open up still on this Vanjie and Cameron Michael tagline. So Vanjie decides, let me go ahead and FaceTime my homegirl, Silky Nutmeg Ganache, and see what she got to say. And the first thing she says is, no more come-ups, no more bitches hitting licks off your motherfucking name. I still don't understand how that girl got to host whatchamacallit, but that's only because she was put to the front because of her situationship with Vanjie, period, point blank. I even had it in my episode 1. Go check that out. But yeah, so I think it's good for the show, but I don't think it's gonna work, because I don't think that they just have the personality that's gonna mesh. Oh, this is classy. So Cameron and Vanjie are going on their date. Love Vanjie's little puffy jacket, but I hate these plaid pants with his ankles showing. No. But yeah, so Cameron rented out the whole little pod. It's like a real big Ferris wheel. That's real classy. Ooh. Child. This is going to be a quick episode, honey. So they in the little thingy. You could be... Okay, hold on. So they're in the thingy doing the date. And at first it was on 10. And now they're literally just sitting there like, so what's your favorite food? Bitch, you can get that off WikiFacts what Vanjie's favorite food is. Talk to this man about Jose. Hey, do you want to go get dinner after this? Are we getting fucked up tonight? Are we getting drunk? I'm already nervous. I really don't know how this is going to happen. So let's just chill as whatever Cameron's real name is, I guess Cameron and Jose. And instead of us being on a date, because this date is not going to go anywhere. But if we're just kicking it, we'll kick it. All right, so they did decide to go get food, and it just didn't work out. But they made a good point. They said, you want to know something? Just because we weren't able to get married, we could still be cool. We tried. You're cute, but no, don't date your friends. All right, so here goes all the pandemic talk, which was just horrible timing. It messed up so many things. I was actually supposed to get married this year, and we had to cancel the wedding. Literally, my bridal shower was March 16th. I think like the 18th, 19th, I had to let everybody know that we weren't going to have the wedding on April 20th. So it really just threw everything off. And Vanjie's like, not only am I going to be out of work, at home, and single. So Derrick was like, well, why you got to be single? Well, we went on our date last night, child. And there was, and Evie and Derrick are like, oh, give me the tea, give me the tea, give me the tea. And he's like, well, it just wasn't any chemistry. No chemistry at all. So it is what it is. Okay, so they finally gave Derrick Barry his little montage of him on stage. The boy is a performer. He does look just like Britney Spears. I'll give him that. But I will continue to say, I really hate how he puts that hump at the top of his wigs. But in the face, he really did look like Britney. So I'm clapping with 2 fingers, Derrick, for you. Clap, 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 clap. Yeah, so everyone's just doing their act from, their personal videos of what's going on with them. And I guess on March 14th was the day they got shut down. And I told you, March 16th, I had my bridal shower. And then a couple days later, we had to go ahead and make the announcement. Asia had to put her wedding on hold. Everybody's home. Shout out to Cameron Michaels for being home for over a month and just now unpacking. It happens to us all. Man, that virus really threw everybody for a loop across the world. Do you hear me? And it really was like a movie. And at first, when I was hearing about it, I was like, blah, 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 blah. But when they shut the NBA and the schools down, that's when I was like, here we go with this shit. So it's crazy. It's real crazy. Then cut to Derrick Barry with him and his crew in the bed, honey. I know they didn't have a hard time. Me and my husband really didn't have a hard time because we had an essential job. We have our own cleaning business. Shout out to Alyssa Services. And so we had no choice but to keep working as well. We have a janitorial cleaning service. So none of that really changed for us. And the being around each other all the time didn't really affect us because we were always around each other, unfortunately. So it wasn't really like a big thing. So, but I feel what Derrick is saying. It does allow you to kind of, if you are always on the go, always at work, or don't work with your significant other like we do, it does really help you kind of get to know that person. That all day, every day is really different for a lot of people. So I get it. So Yvie Oddly was there with her boyfriend, and Naomi Smalls. I'm assuming Naomi Smalls was able to work on the Smalls Word show. If I'm not mistaken, that might have been already in the works, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the fine tuning came from quarantine. And then here we have Derrick Barry, being Derrick Barry, shaking his ass and his drawers on camera for whatever reason. Okay, so Silky and Vanjie moved in together, and I guess they started their podcast. Okay, so they ended up doing a conference call just to kind of catch up. It's been 3 months since everything shut down. So they brought up just who all has been tested, this, that, and the next. So Naomi brings up about the Black Lives Matter, and they're just chit-chat. And then it comes to find out that Evie's grandfather was one of the founding members of, or one of the most influential members of the Denver party, the Denver side of the Black Panther Party. And that's cool. His name, I think he said Lauren Watson. Yeah, Lauren Watson. That's awesome. I love that. All right, so they finished out the video. That was really cute. They decided to, oh, no, okay, let me go back. So Derrick decided to say something to Asia. She let Asia know that she bought one of her masks and just kind of apologized. And Asia agreed to move forward. Didn't really apologize in the sense of saying I'm sorry, but she did make it known that she wanted to move past, that she misses everybody. Everybody misses everyone. Vanjie was having an issue with her cat at the time, and my cat is literally behind me on the chair knocking SHIT over. So I feel you, Vanjie. But that was really cute. So then Yvie pops up with like a little, one of the numbers off of the show, and they did a little montage with that. That was really cute. And then they just announced that RuPaul's Drag Race Live will be back January 28th, 2021. Hopefully 21 will give us the year everyone needs. That's when my wedding is rescheduled. That's when a lot of stuff is going to happen. So there it is. I really enjoyed this show. This was super, super cute. I'm happy I caught it. And I appreciate you guys listening. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Instagram, Alyssa's Things by Devin. Thanks again, you guys, for listening to Alyssa's Reviews. I really enjoy doing these shows, and hopefully everything will really pick up for me. Thanks again, and talk to you guys later. Oh, next week for Holland. Bye, guys.